Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis of Sprott Physical Uranium Trust, looking at the trust. And again, guys, it's just my financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. We're going to go right into it. Looking at this, it looks like we got some good buying pressure today in the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust. This downtrend line is holding the support, and we are moving higher, so it looks good. URNM getting a little bit more of a wick at the bottom. I think that this momentum is changing, and I think we'll eventually head higher here, hopefully in the very short term. We might see a little bit more sideways action or a head-on higher, and this is where I would be a buyer. So I am a buyer down here. Bannerman, yeah, it's got a little bit more of a sell-off today. We're right at that big long-term support line. Hopefully it holds, and we can move on up. Usually what happens if it's a correction, you kind of come down, you come up, and then you get like a bigger pullback. It's kind of like an ABC correction. Hopefully that's what we're seeing, and hopefully this support down in this region holds, and we can move on up. Goviax is doing the same thing as Bannerman is. We kind of come down, we come back up, and then we come back. Sometimes it pulls a little bit below it, and then we take off. Global Atomic getting a little bit of buy-in pressure. Again, this was a reversal day. We'll see what happens tomorrow if we get a sell-off or more buying pressure. I'd like to see buying pressure, obviously, but that's what we're looking at the moment. Another thing I can do is take that out and draw this more. No, just take it out. That's what I'm going to do. Just take it out. Forces Metals coming back. It's right at its support resistance line. It ended up 6.17%. Let's see what happens here for Forces. May the forces be with you, everyone. Pierpoint holding on to the resistance line down here. Hopefully we can come back up. Deep Yellow, nice big hammer pattern. I would have been a buyer today if I was looking to buy Deep Yellow. I do like Deep Yellow quite a bit, but I like it down here. It looks really good. Paladin Energy, right at its support area. That would probably be one spot that I would be looking to maybe add a little bit. Sky Harbor pulling on up a little bit, 4%, right at that resistance line. Hopefully we can break through it. Next Gen Energy, it's putting in a hammer pattern with another hammer pattern. And hopefully this is indicating that the buyers are stepping in and that we could eventually move on up. Canalaska Uranium, we're right at this kind of long-term support line here, and hopefully this thing holds. But that's where we're at, looking at it. Baseload Energy, a little bit of a down day. We call this a bloody nose. Someone actually called it, I can't remember, in the comment section about a bloody nose. Well, good job. You got it. Nice big guy or tall body, body. We call it candlestick body with a little bloody nose next to it. Fission 3.0, a little bit of a down day today. Looks like we're trying to slow down a little bit. Probably going to find some support through here. So that's what I'm looking for. Fission Uranium Corp, a little bit of a down day today. We've got a little wick at the bottom. Hopefully we can, get moving on higher. I don't want to see a bunch of selling pressure come in here. I'd like to see the buyers hold it here, and we either go sideways to up. Camco, again, sideways movement, little down day. We call this a bloody nose, right at this resistance line coming up that I drew from coming down here. Kazatomprom getting a little bit buying pressure, 2.58% up today. Looking at the charts, we'll zoom in here on the dailies, and we are right there next to this kind of hammer candlestick type pattern. And I know some people wanted me to look at Kier, but this is the what I get in here. It doesn't really show anything. Maybe I'll have to find another chart. PenMF, Peninsula Energy, just coming down. Hopefully this is kind of like a double bottom for Peninsula Energy. Boss Energy looks like we're right at the bottom portion here of its support. Lotus Resources, chopping sideways, hammer pattern. So that's what we've got for Lotus Resources, a nice hammer pattern right at support. UROY, small little updated day for not me, Roy, but UROY. If UROY wants to show himself, there we go. This is a big bullish engulfing pattern, little update today. I'm hoping that we can turn here and move on up. Encore Energy, holding strong in a flat pattern. Again, I think this is a reversal candlestick, and hopefully we can head on higher. UU is on the low side of its upward channel. Hopefully we can hold. And I say hopefully because, guys, no one knows the future. I'm just looking at resistance support lines, and I'm looking at candlestick patterns. This is a bullish engulfing where this guy engulfs the one before it. We had a small down day today, and this usually means that it's still game on to move higher. Looking at UEC, I mean, same thing. We have a small little kind of like we're slowing this momentum down. We may chop sideways to or higher is what I'm looking for. Sideways to higher. Centrus Energy, a little bit of an update today. This is still looking okay. Lightbridge, LTBR, big bullish engulfing with a little bloody nose. It's ready to move on up. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully we get a big move. ISO Energy, small update today, 2.87%. Everything looks intact to try to move on up. It finished okay. I mean, not a super strong day, but it wasn't weak either. Appy Energy moving on sideways. Didn't really go anywhere today. Denison Mines, same thing. Sideways or a small bloody nose, however you want to look at it. This is still a bullish engulfing pattern where I think it's going to head higher. Looking at Blue Sky Uranium, 3.75% up today. We've been chopping sideways in this general vicinity. We've got buyers down here at the 14-cent plus range. We are up a little bit today, and hopefully we can get some momentum to the upside. I just don't want to see a big, bearish engulfing or something pop up, but we'll see what happens. We'll monitor it on a daily basis. A little bit of an update today with Forum Energy Metals, mainly just chopping sideways. Same with Anfield, just chopping sideways. Looking at Laramide. Laramide was up 4%. This was a reversal candlestick. Let's hope the momentum can continue to the upside for Laramide. Western Uranium and Vanadium Corp had a pretty big day, 13.7%. We still have a lot of momentum coming down here, so hopefully we can keep that momentum to the upside going, and it doesn't want to roll back over. UEXCF, just a small little update today. Again, hopefully we can get some momentum to the upside. This is a bullish piercing pattern. That's usually a reversal candlestick to move on higher. And then Mega Uranium, basically a flat day today. Nothing really to report there. Looking at the big long-term perspective, we're at kind of a resistance area through here, and that's where we're at. Oh, looks like I didn't need to put that in there. I already had one in there. And that's where we're at. So, but that is a bullish engulfing. Should hopefully head higher, but there's a lot of selling pressure up here in the 27-cent plus range. So that's what I've got for today. It still looks okay. It's hanging on. Oil had a really strong day today. I was hoping that uranium have a little bit stronger day than what it had today. But everything's intact. Let's hope that the buyers are there and we can push this thing higher. That's what I'm looking for. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.